Hello, Yap Squad. I am back again doing movie reviews, and in case you don't know, it's been a while. I've been out of the game for a long time. However, I went to go see Tron Ares, and I've kind of been back in the mood of making these reviews. And I think it's unfortunate timing because Tron Ares, it feels like such a complicated movie to review. I think on the surface of it, when I went to go see it, it was a good time. The people around me had a good time. I think it's not a bad movie. I've seen a lot of hate going around, but I wouldn't say it's a bad movie. But I wouldn't say it's a good movie either. There are good parts of it. I think everyone is gonna say this. Everyone's gonna say this. The music, Nine Inch Nails, they cooked. They cooked. It's phenomenal. It's a banger after banger after banger after banger. The visuals are like stunning. They're beautiful. They look great. Just that part in general is great. I'd say everything about the movie, except for the plot, is great. And I feel conflicted upon it. Cause it feels I'll kind of give like a little brief synopsis of the plot of the movie. No spoilers, of course. But basically, there's a bad corporation and they want to make weapons using evil AI and lights and light construct 3D stuff. And then the good guys want to use it for good things, like not evil military things. And that's the general gist of the film, right? I'm oversimplifying it a little bit, but that's like the general gist of it. There's like an evil CEO guy, and like, you know, he's fine. He looks like he's having fun in the role. I like him. I like. It's a very, you know, one-dimensional villain, but I almost can't like bring myself to hate it. You know what I mean? And one that surprised me is Jared Leto. I expected, I'm not gonna lie, to not like him, but he was fine. I still think that the movie has a lot of flaws. I think the characters in general aren't going to be very memorable. Like the CEO of the good guy company, Kim, and her allies, I guess. I don't think they're going to be very memorable. I don't think they are. And there's so much about this movie that I think it messes up when it comes to plot. And I guess now that I've summarized that part, right? Jared Leto, right? He's like the evil AI, but then he's like, "Wow, what if I don't want to be the bad guy anymore?" And you know, it's very like we've seen this type of story a lot of times, but something about it feels weird in my brain, in my little tiny brain of mine. I think it's that it's Disney making it, right? And we have this AI plot line that's kind of like pushing as AI is like a good thing, and this new technology is a really good thing. And they're kind of combining it, like the AI and the new technology that's unrelated to AI. It's kind of something else, sort of ish. I think it's a mixture of the two. In a time where we live now, where like AIs are kind of like real and like bringing people back to life in a way, you know, not really, but in a way. So the messaging to me feels a little bit mixed in between the two, where it tries to like kind of like push this like, oh, AI could be bad, but also it could be good. But it's not the AI we're talking about specifically. It could also be the technology that they're also fighting for. And that like, it kind of perplexes me. And this is more about like the messaging of the film. It's more about like the themes, I suppose, or like what, you know, because I think it's good when a story has something to say, right? It has like something it wants to get out there. I like that. I like that when a story tries to say something like that. And I think Tron Ares attempts to get there. Attempts to maybe get there, but doesn't like do or say anything, you know? And I like it when a movie says something. It doesn't have to say something. I liked Godzilla vs. Kong, and that's why I like this movie. Because it's just fun to look at. It's fun visually. The music is nice. Everything about it is like good. And the performances, I know, like I said, some characters aren't very memorable, but they're not egregious either. Like, they play their part well. And that's what makes it so hard to give it a review. Because I feel like this conflict, where to me, a good plot is very important. But I also have a little bit of that, like, oh, I do just like mindless action. To be clear, by the way, in case you want to hear my thoughts on Tron Legacy, I was 8 when it came out. I cannot give you my thoughts on Tron Legacy. I don't know what happens in Tron Legacy. In hindsight, I think I should have watched it. Here we are. But you could watch the movie without having seen Tron Legacy at least, so I think that's worth mentioning. It's not really relevant. There are a few characters from Tron Legacy. There's one character from Tron Legacy in this, but it gets explained. You see, like, what it is. I think there's only one character. There could be more. There could be more, but as far as I know, there's only one. So it's complicated. It's complicated, and it's my first review back. It's so complicated. I'd say if you enjoy Tron, you enjoy the action of Tron, I think this is a good movie to go watch. I don't know if you need to like run to the theaters right now immediately, but it's a fun watch. It's a fun watch. It's not a bad one. But I'm gonna say it was a good movie. It was a good movie. I don't know if I want to start giving scores necessarily or like numbered scores for movies. So I'm gonna just leave it like good. You know, like think about like a 3-star 3.5 where it's like it's fun, it's a good time. I think you'll enjoy it if you really like the Tron stuff and don't care too much about like a necessarily strong plot with like stronger characters. They're very yeah, just yeah. I don't know. Excuse my my a little bit of my struggle to kind of convey my thoughts. This one's a hard one. It's not like a very easy move where it's like, oh, this part's bad. I feel like a little bit more conflicted about it, where it's like, I could see like the skeletons of what could have been something a little bit better, and I do see the parts that are good. And one thing I don't like about the movie, I think it's cool that they bring it to the real world, but it's just I think everything in the real world is just lamer by comparison to the Tron world. You know what I mean? I call it the Tron world, like the grid. Sorry, the Tron world, the grid. It's just so much more interesting in there, right? Where I think it's like visually more like whoa, you know. So it feels like going to the real world is like cool, but I feel like you kind of lose a little bit more of that like, ironically, the coolness, you know. Like it's interesting that they go to the real world, but that's just my own thoughts. You know, that's just me. It's one part where I think the visuals, they're still good there, but I don't know. I kind of want to see more of the grid. You know what I mean? But that's like just a me thing. I'm not gonna like, you know, hate on the film because of that. I feel that doesn't feel like I need to. So how do I feel about it at the end? What's my score gonna be? I'm gonna say good 3.5. Yeah, 3.5. I'm not gonna give it a hard number. Just good. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys can hit that like button and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. This is my first video back to doing this type of content, so sorry if I'm a little awkward. My bad. I'll try to get better as I do this more often. But I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be back making this. I took a hiatus from it because I kind of felt self-conscious about my appearance, about like being on camera, about what I was saying, my thoughts. I didn't think I was quite doing good enough with it. Ironically, maybe now I'm not doing good enough with it either, but I don't know. I'm willing to like try it again to try to get better at it and improve and put out this content for you guys. So yeah, just let me know in the comments down below what you thought about the movie though. I'd love to hear from people who maybe have seen Tron Legacy and are more attached to the franchise, because I do like Tron. I consume a lot of Tron media. I saw the TV show when I was younger. I think there was a TV show when I was younger. I have memories of it. Maybe I'm imagining it, but I like games. I like the actual vehicles of Tron, the light cycles, the light trails in general. Everything about that is so cool. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.